Hello everybody, this is Janice with part 2 of my strawberry layout. Here I have completed the title, I Pick You. I used the Adirondack Paint Dabber Snow Cap, I believe it's the white, to do this with some letters that I peeled off. If you didn't see that part, just go back to part 1. We're going to put together the rest of this layout. I used this sketch. I got this, I want to say maybe it was 2Ps, but maybe it wasn't. I just can't remember. I do remember I bookmarked it, so I will leave the link at the bottom once I figure out where I got it from. I did it on Monday. I just can't remember. I had a whirlwind of a week in a good way. So anyway, so I'm only doing this one side because I don't have a double page spread. I used to be all about the double page spread, and now I'm finding myself just kind of choosing one main picture and just scrapping that one. So if you see here, there's this kind of main area here, and this is because of this circle is why I decided to put my title there. And then for my main image, of course, I've got my photo of my son with the strawberries that we picked that day. And then if you see here, there's these 2 lines. So what I decided to do was take I believe it's an 11 by 1.5 piece, and I made a little flag here. And so I'm going to attach that there. I'm not going to adhere anything down just now because that takes up a lot of time. So we won't do that. And then there's this kind of element sticking out in a horizontal fashion here. And I went into the Cricut Artiste cartridge and I cut this to 4 3/4 or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but it's a coordinations paper, and I really liked that color. So that's going to be right there. Then to add to this basic ground, this is going to ground the rest of our layout down. I punched from an EK Success scallop chain border punch. I punched out two rows, and I didn't want them to be even. So those are going to be right there. And I'll probably do some stapling with the tiny attacher. I really like attaching things like that. And then up here, to add a little bit of something, I purchased these chips. I have not gotten into these, what do they call these? Laser cut, oh my gosh, what do you call them? These wood veneer things. I've just purchased my very first ones at Michael's this week. They're $2.99, and they come like this. And every single one of these is different. There isn't one that's like another. So I really like that. And then I got the birds, just because sometimes you just need a little teeny tiny something. And then I also bought the butterflies because even though I do boy pages, I personally love butterflies. So I'll probably use these on cards and things like that. And then these were on clearance. These were $1.24 or $1.29 or something like that. And these are basically their wood shapes, and they've been printed on, I think. I don't know if that's burned on there. It's probably printed. So these are just the clocks, and I got this cool one too. Travel. So I got those this week. I like them. So I'm using Good Times and Cool. But I also, from the Cricut Artiste bundle, I used the Who's Your, oh no, that's not Who's Your Valentine. No. This is from the Artiste bundle, the Speech Bubbles. I can't remember the exact name, but it's in the Artiste bundle. That's all you need to know. Love that cartridge. I cut this piece at 1 3/4 inches. This is on page 65 of the handbook. and it's this. And so I inked it in red because I wanted to bring out the red. And that's going to go there. And then I've got the Good Times here and Cool. So we said that, I said that a lot. Like I said, I never picked strawberries before, so this was my first experience. So I was just as amazed. It was really all of our first time. My husband too. We've never, you know what, I'm gonna take that back. He grew up in the country, so he did all kinds of stuff like this before. And then this is from a stamp set that I bought at the Scrapbook Expo. No, I'm sorry, not Scrapbook Expo. The prop that Robin and I went to, there was a kind of like a garage sale table. And somebody sold these for like $2 or $3 or something like that. And they're by Kaiser Craft. And they are called memory boxes. So I went in my Gypsy and I created a memory box file. And it has, I measured all of these. And I got, from the Artiste cartridge, I got a square that kind of has rounded corners. Because you'll see this has rounded corners. And I measured, with the ruler, I measured these. And I went just a little bit bigger than what they really are. And so that way, I could just go there and just print the coordinating rectangle for each of these stamps. And what I'm going to do, I need to go in here with a Sharpie and just write the size that that is. So then I could choose the right one, the one that's the right size. Because it doesn't, well, this possibly could work on this one. This one might. This is a little smaller. Okay, and so I made another one, the skinny one here. And so I did my journaling there. So I really am glad I got this. Okay, so this is going to go here. This is going to go here, and like I said, I'm going to use a staple, my tiny attacher, to attach these. I might just do that, like that. Then, we saw a lot of bees during this excursion. My son was a little bit nervous about that at first. He really is a little city slicker, so he was very worried about the bees, but he got better after a while. So I'm going to create my visual triangle, and I want all of my bees kind of facing inwards. This one I did in a 3D. The bee is 2 inches, and it comes from Walk in My Garden, and this one I just had an extra body, so I popped it up just to give one some extra oomph. And I kind of want, I think I want this one here, even if it blocks the word memory a little bit, because like the bee is, you know, saying that. Not that you want a bee to pick you. Initially though, I had it up here. I don't know. Let's see. Let's just go with this right now. I've got these little flowers, which I made from the Cricut Artiste cartridge. The font has a little asterisk that I think looks just like a flower. So I just cut the asterisk at 1 inch, and then I put these little gems in the middle that were clear, and I colored them with a yellow Bic Market. So I'm going to put these here. And then I made these embellishments, which are those hearts that Robin gave me for my birthday. I put green, this is actual green craft thread. You know, the kind of stuff you make those bracelets from, friendship bracelets. And I put them together ahead of time, and then I put them on these little backings that the big glue dots come on. So that then when I'm kind of just designing my layout, I could just play around and just put stuff where I think it should go. I want this one, just trying to layer stuff up here. And that's it. That's all that we're adding to this. Now I may do some inking. I'm just thinking about that. I think I'm going to do some inking, and then for part 3 I'll come back and show it to you all completed. Okay, so let me zoom in a little bit, and thank you for watching. Stay tuned for part 3.